busy here, particularly today, and it's quiet. I don't even know where everyone is. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to read this and see what happens, see if I can get through the whole thing. This week, I wanted to talk about picking up a book and just reminding y'all that you don't need to read the whole book. So, if there's a book that's been on your radar, but you aren't sure you have time to read it, I say go for it. Pull it off your shelf, borrow it from a friend, or head to the library because reading just a few pages of an amazing book shifts everything. At least it has the possibility to. So, if you're like me, you might get intimidated by the magnitude of reading a whole book. Yes, I just said that out loud. I tend to start a lot of books and not finish them. And so that might make you not want to start if you can't go all in. But one thing I've learned over and over again is that it's often just a few quick pages that change everything for me. So this week it was How to Talk So Little Kids Will Listen. And I read two other books in this series and loved them. And I bumped into this one at a thrift store, and it was perfect timing for the 4-year-old tantrums we've been facing. And when I opened the book, I was totally overwhelmed. I felt like I was doing everything wrong. And quite frankly, I didn't have the desire to correct myself. I was like just weighted by the prospect of figuring out how to parent again. But I kept poking around. I kind of stuck with it. I opened a few different chapters and I read a total of maybe 10 pages in the whole book. And I set it back down, but apparently those 10 random pages were enough because everything started shifting for me. I didn't need to read the whole book. I didn't need to relearn everything I've ever known. I didn't need to make any radical changes. Most notably, I didn't need to be so hard on myself. I just needed a few pages of good reminders and zero pressure to perform in any particular way. So just after that little bit of reading, I feel like I'm parenting differently. I'm showing up more present. And I feel like I absorbed a whole new source of patience, like all from 10 pages in a $1 thrift store find. So, whatever's on your reading radar, like dig in and see what happens. It might be exactly what you're looking for, and you might not need very much of it. Um, and it doesn't just go for books. It might apply to listening to a piece of a podcast or opening just one blog post on a blog you've been eyeing or um, opening a course you perhaps subscribe to or a free course you stumbled upon or participating in a program. I've participated in a lot of programs where I haven't absorbed everything, but I absorbed exactly what I needed to get to the next step. Or maybe it's a Facebook live stream. Listen for 2 minutes. Maybe you're going to hear what you need. But my whole point here is to take tiny bite-sized pieces and just see what happens. Just allow it to bring on a shift. And I'm betting you it will. So that's my message for you this week. If I can support you in any way, we have some incredible coaching stuff happening with Connected Growth Coaching. So reach out and let's chat about how we can get things to shift for you. Until next time, keep doing that thought work. I believe in you.